Today, we're going to share the story of Martha. She's a young woman from a classic Brazilian novel, and her story is all about facing really hard times and finding the strength to keep going. It's a story that still feels very powerful today.
So this story comes from a book called Memórias de Martha, which just means Martha's Memories. It was written way back in 1899, so it gives us a really interesting look into what life was like for people back then.
And what's cool is that Martha tells the story herself. She's an adult looking back on her whole life, trying to piece it all together. She says her first memories are pretty blurry, like a confusing sketch. A lot of the little details are just gone.
So let's dive into her early life. Her story starts out pretty happy, but then one very sad event happens, and it changes absolutely everything for her.
You know how some of your own memories are super clear, but others are fuzzy? Well, that's how it is for Martha. She remembers little things about her first home, like a bench in the yard or the pattern on the wallpaper, but most of her early life isn't clear at all.
But there is one memory that is very, very clear. And it's a painful one. It's the day her father died. Her mother made her kiss him goodbye, and Martha remembers that his skin felt cold. That feeling is something she never, ever forgot.
After her father died, Martha's life turned upside down. She and her mother lost all their money, so they had to move into a place called a tenement, which was a big, crowded building for poor families. Her new life was so different. The nice house with servants, all of that was gone. Now they were living in just one small, dark room. Her mother had to start doing very hard work, washing clothes for other people, just to make some money. But even in this really difficult place, she wasn't always by herself. She actually made a few friends with the other children who lived there, kids named Carolina, Manico, and Rita.
But life in the tenement was tough. The living conditions weren't very healthy, so people got sick pretty easily. And soon, Martha had to face more sadness when her young friend, Manico, got sick and passed away.
But right in the middle of all this hardship, something good finally happened. Martha got the chance to go to school.
And school was like a whole new world for her. She was learning new things and meeting new people. And for the first time in her life, she felt that excitement of a first love with a young man named Luis. This relationship was so important to her. It really gave her hope. With Luis, she started to believe that maybe, just maybe, her life could be different from her sad and difficult past.
But this happy time didn't last. Martha was about to learn some painful secrets that would completely break her newfound hope.
See, Martha never really knew the full story of why her father died, or why they lost all their money. So she finally asked her mother to tell her everything.
And the truth was just terrible. Her mother told her that her father had been accused of stealing money from his company. He felt so much shame about it that he took his own life.
So as Martha is trying to process this horrible truth about her father, even more bad news was on its way.
Her teacher, who also happened to be Lisa's aunt, was the one who gave her the final, heartbreaking news. Luis was going to marry someone else, his rich cousin, a woman named Leonor.
So, with her heart broken and the full truth about her past now out in the open, Martha had to figure out a new way forward, facing the world alone all over again.
She ended up making a very practical choice. An older, respected man named Miranda asked to marry her, and she said yes. This wasn't a marriage for love. For Martha, it was a way to hopefully have a safe and stable life. Martha's painful memories really changed her life and her choices. Her story just goes to show how powerful our past can be. And it makes you think about your own life, right? How do our memories, both the good and the bad, make us who we are today?